Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. How are you today, guys? Let me change the music. So, I titled the stream of today What's Next? Because I think I need to think about it. I need to think what we want to do next for the next release. I mean, 0739 is done, in case you missed it. But yeah, he's done. He has a bunch of good stuff, and pretty happy about it. Also, it's not crashing much. We only had one crash, actually. Let me check again now. As soon as I said that, there have been two crashes today. There was one crash on the 2nd of December, so 2 days ago. It was the only crash until today, but I didn't check. This is not an easy one because there is no stack trace. So it crashed without a stack trace, so it's fairly hard for me to understand what is going on. Strange. Okay, so this one, unfortunately, we cannot really parse or see. And the next one the same. Wow. Okay, so these were two crashes that I don't know, or we just stopped the server ourselves, but I don't think so. They are, I mean, the log before the crash is speaking about some player perception in range. Yeah. Strange. Do they both, let me see if they both are on the same, if they both have the same, no they don't. I have no idea. These two crashes that happened today, let me see at which time. One was about 6 hours ago, and the other about 7 hours ago. Unfortunately, wow, we have a 5 gigabytes. Oh, no, 50 megabytes. Okay, 50 megabytes log running there. Okay, but anyway, the server seems to be pretty stable. Didn't crash much. We also did a nice event on the weekend, and now I'm thinking, what's next, right? So what we want to do in the new release. I mean, obviously I want to continue to bug fix, and there is some of you that are helping me. Thank you for all the tests that you are doing. There are people that are very active, like Stalfos or NRL or Tutorel, Divorn. So there are a lot of people, 4 or 5 people that are very, very active, and they are helping a lot to test and I mean, to find bugs, report them, and then test when they are fixed. So that's very good because it's removing a lot of work from me, right? Because in theory I could test everything before release, but it's basically impossible. It would take me forever. So yeah. So yeah, so I think there are still a lot of pending, I mean, of there are a lot of fixed bugs, right? We have like 37 bugs in the list that are fixed. right? And probably there's even more here if I go with the latest release. Yeah, 38. There is one more, right? Let me resave this query maybe. No, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. 38, yes. What is the name of the search? Is fixed and ready to test. So I think what we do, we delete this and then we just save it again. Fixed and ready to test. This fly spray app is pretty cool. Allows you to do it quite a bit, and it's working well for us. Hello, hooded clock. How many times per second should I net multicast from the client? I mean, that's handled automatically, so... Do you want to do it manually, or... It's automatically handled, so... But, and also you are not multicasting from the client, right? You are multicasting from the server. But I think I understand what you mean, and well, that's handled by Unreal, and at the moment I don't have a problem with that, so I... Ah, you were making a joke, okay. Yeah, you should only call it from the server, exactly. No, you're making quizzes, huh? You are making quizzes. Let me see if I... No, I should delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Okay. So we have some open stuff, right, to do. But I would like to plan a bit. So I will unveil some of my secret plans in this stream, I guess. At least what I have in mind. I mean, what I had in mind for a pretty long time, and is slowly coming together, right? And I'm not following a very linear path, right? I'm following a bit what I want to do every day. I mean, remember that this is a hobby for me, so I mean, it's a hobby, but probably the effort that I put into it is really quite a bit. But still, you know, it's a hobby, so. I don't really work, you know, on this thinking to, oh, I need to do this by that date and this should be, and you know, and I don't do that because otherwise we become too stressful or too annoying, right? We become like a job. But so this is what we did for 0739, right? And this list is basically a list of ideas that I put here, and from release to release we kind of update, right? So if you want to see the previous ones, right, if you go 37, right, there was a bunch of stuff, and 29 another bunch of stuff, and some of the elements you see are repeated because they were not finished, and so we had to carry them over to the next release. Also, I don't think I have one of those for each release, I think, right? No. I have it only for few releases where I decided to do that. Yeah, which usually are releases where I'm starting to plan the future. But so one thing that, so I have okay, let me unveil a bit of what I'm thinking, okay? You don't tell too many people, okay? So don't tell too many people. So the point is this, right? Let me try to articulate my thinking. So, role-playing game, right? Role-play. Fine. We can role-play, right? we can role play, you know, you have your character with his background, his story, the home worlds, you know, I mean, you have a lot of stuff that you can use to actually role play your character, right? So we have, you know, the game setting, we have the character background, you know, so we have the game setting, we have the character backgrounds, we have the home world story, we have whatever, right? We have plenty of we have all the races, so we have their story as well and their characteristics. We have plenty of places in the world, so we have plenty of places and cities where you can go and see, and you know, we have. So I think that, I mean, role play. I mean, we have emotes if you want to use emotes. I mean, visual emotes and such. You can, you know. So I think that the role play aspect is pretty well developed, right? Then obviously there is the progression aspect. The progression aspect, I think that we introduced recently some new stuff, like for example, the rank up. So the fact that you see, you know, when you're ranking up, I improved quite a bit on the messages that you receive when you gain experience and practice points, you know, so you see that fairly good. I mean, the trainers are now fixed, you know, so you can train stuff and do stuff. I mean, I think the progression in terms of monsters, I think, is maybe not the best, but anyway, you have you know, different challenges, you know, and so I think you feel the progression, right? So like when you are improving your stats, improving your skills, I think that we have enough, right? So I feel, hello Hula, I feel that we have enough. Now there may always be more, right? There may always be more, and in particular in this one, I think the one that is missing is more factions play, right? Factions play meaning factions and organizations, like, I don't know, the orders of magic, or the orders related to the gods, the religions, or the jobs, you know, and associations. I think that part is still a bit weak. Yeah, so I think that faction progression probably is the one that is missing here, right? And or anyway, it's not developed enough, right? It's not developed enough. So I'll put this as a minus, right? So this one, so I would say, I mean, I will do it later, but this is red and this is green, right? I will do it in a second. So let me save this as Unreal Mission. What's next? Unreal Mission. What's next? Okay. What's next? Now, in terms of character customization, right? And here we can really do a lot, right? More than now. I think it's kind of part of roleplay, but I would not really. Well, I think it's, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I would put it in roleplay. Yes. I would put it in roleplay. So this is a negative that we have, right? So our characters cannot be visually customized much. They still have fairly old graphics, right? And they're a bit blocky, and and I think everyone wants to have a cool character, right? So in every game, you know, you want to have a character that looks nice. Nice meaning interesting, you know, maybe has some special armor, special sword, special whatever, right? So I think, and character customization, I think, is really part of the role play as well, because you can role play, you know, a kind of a noble guy or a a poor guy or a fat guy, a thin guy, or I don't know. It can be, you know, different based also on your aspect, on your so long hair, no hair, you know, whatever, tattoos, or I think it's a bit part of it. I don't know if it's really part of roleplay, because in theory you can roleplay whatever you want. You can say, oh, you see me with a tattoo on my left arm, right? Even if it's not visible. So I think I don't know if character customization is really under roleplay, or is its own chapter with a strong relation to this, right? Maybe it's his own chapter with a strong relation, right? So maybe. But basically here, I mean, here we really have the basics, right? Here we really have the basics. And we are missing pretty much everything, right? So we are missing whatever, more hair types, more colors, more, you know, whatever, more everything, more clothes, more boots, more whatever, belts, more hats, more anything, more everything. I mean, it's an infinite list, right? So we are very basic in customization. We are very basic, and the problem of enhancing this is that it costs a lot of time or money. Meaning that if you want to have a nice character rebuilt from scratch, you know, including all the options, I think you will have to spend probably $1,000, right? Or more. I think that 1,000 would be like the bare minimum, right? Because we have, you know, leather armor options already, chainmail, plate mail, you know, all the different we bracers. I mean, we already have quite a bit. I mean, I call it basic, but we have quite a bit. But the problem is that the quality is bad, right? So this is basic because is low quality, right? I mean, it was good quality long time ago, but now, you know, 20 years later, is low quality. There's no way, right? So we will have to significantly step up our characters, and by the time that we step up our characters, you know, the industry will be one step ahead, and so they will be old again, right? So by the time that we finish doing this, it will probably be all old again, right? Just because we cannot keep up with this. So we have to be realistic, you know, on how much we can do here. And it is why I didn't really push much into this, because it's really costing a lot. Now, there are other things that we can do. So for example, skeletal changes, right? So you can have a thin guy or a fat guy, or a tall, or, you know, thin fat, or short, tall, or whatever, right? So we could have some skeletal changes. This one are not too costly in terms of effort or money, which at the end is the same. So maybe some we can do, right? And this could be a point, right? This could be a point. This could be a character. This could be a point. For example, here we also added voice chat, right? And no one is using at the moment, but it's there. So if you want to role play, you know, with some sound, speak to people. So let's say the social aspect, right? Well, maybe I have to. Yeah, I don't know if role play is split then in social, but I think in this area we are fine, right? So we have all the possibility. We can whisper. We can, you know, global chat, proximity chat, so we can do whatever we want. So that's, I think roleplay we are good. Character customization we are bad, right? So you can do the basics, but it's not very fun. So you cannot really create your character that looks the way you want. You basically have to choose a predefined set of assets, and that's it, right? So you have that much. Yeah, you can customize a bit, maybe with a weapon or with a shield, or if you want to have two weapons. So yeah, the items that you pick up, they are changing a bit your character, but Not a lot, right? So there are a lot of very similar characters in game. So that is definitely an issue. Progression, I think progression, I mean, in terms of the number of quests that we have and the number of areas that you may explore and such, I think we are pretty good. On exploration, I mean, we have 4 main cities and we have kilometers of outdoors, right? So you can really go in so many places. Now they are not all complete, I know, but I think there is enough to explore, you know. So you can go to the desert, you can go to the waterfalls, you can go into the 4 cities, you can go underground, you can go in the caves, you can so. I think there is really a lot. I mean, the only problem of exploration, I think, is the quality again, right? So the quality of our assets are not very nice, right? Hello, Validine. Hi. Hello, Knaxel J. We are doing a bit of what's next for the game and what I see as a potential future expansions, right? So I think here we have a problem of quality, and this is something that I was looking at also with the help of some of you these days, right? I can show you exactly what I was looking at. So I would say quality of some assets. I would not say all the assets. I mean, I don't think that everything is bad, but I think that there are some assets that are really screaming for being updated, right? Are really screaming for it. So there are certain assets that are like, what the hell, right? And I can show you some of them. I can show you some of those assets. In one, we did a test yesterday night, and we started to improve a few thanks to some of you that helped. And we can. I think we can do. I think the problem is the amount of stuff that we have, right? The amount of assets, the amount of textures, and also the reuse of those textures in so many places in the world that if you change you upgrade a texture, you don't really know what is going to happen, right? In other places, if it look bad, correct, or what. Yeah, well, let me show you a change that we did recently. I cannot. I cannot log in at the same time with. Well, I can do this. Momires. I remember Momires. My friend Momires. So. Okay, so this is a test that we did with Nevarim, which is a player that is helping me on this, right? So this is the current ground, you know, in the bronze doors. So here we are at the bronze doors, and yeah, those are the bronze doors. And hello, bronze doors. And this is the ground, and this ground is used a lot in this area, really a lot, right? This texture is super old. I mean, it's not just old, it's super old. I think this texture is probably coming from 2004 or 2002 or something like that, right? So this texture is super old, but it has always been here, right? And obviously if you zoom in, you know, is completely destroyed because this texture is 256 by 256, right? Which is a resolution that was probably good exactly 20 years ago, right? But we did a test and we changed it, and so I have the new one, right? And it is the new one, and obviously it's much better in terms of, you know, lights and colors. And if you zoom in, I mean, it's still breaking a bit, right? Still breaking a bit because anyway, this texture is only 4 times more than the previous, right? So is 1K texture, which is still low, right? It's still considered low these days. So I should have went, you know, 2K, 4K, but I don't want to break the game too much, and so I just want to make it reasonably good. But as you can see, this floor is way better than this floor, right? There is like no comparison, right? So, and it is still very low quality. I mean, if you consider today's standards, this would be like, right? So. But for us, I think it's good, right? For us, I think it's good. I don't want to go crazy, you know, and make because I can. It's very easy. Right? This texture can be 2K, 4K, 8K. I mean, I can make it when you zoom in, you see it like if it's real. But the problem is then, considering the size of the world, you know, if we make every texture 2 or 4K, you need a pretty good PC to run it, right? And we decided that we want plane shift to run, you know, also in medium PC, right? I mean, I don't want also, yeah. So anyway, the new texture is better, right? So now the question is, how many of these textures can we actually substitute? There are some that are really screaming for an update. There are others that are kind of fine. Like, for example, these banners, I think these banners also are like 2002 or 2004 or whatever. But overall, you know, considering that you never really walk next to them, I mean, you really don't zoom in, you know, it's not that you are going there and zooming in. Yeah, if you do this, you know, or if you find one, yeah, like this one maybe, and you just, you know, bump your head into it, very, very close, obviously you see that this texture is old, but I think it's kind of unlikely, right? What the hell? There is an Uber out here? Holy shit. Or these ones, or these walls. Yeah, these walls also are kind of low, but I would consider them for now kind of okay. I have no idea why this light is so bright, by the way. So I think that my task, you know, I mean, one of the tasks could be to identify the really, really bad ones, like that one that just shown you. So this one, right? And just change it, right? It is work. I mean, it's not just like clicking and it's done, because I also want to maintain a bit of the style. So like you see here, you know, is basically an upgrade of this texture with a bit of work behind, right? But the point is that it's the same feeling, right? So if you are a plane shift player and you go here, it will not look like white or completely different, right? So I want to keep a bit of that. So that is one thing that I think we can work on, which is basically a progressive update of some textures, right? Let's say mostly textures, because the models, you know, the models, even if the model is low poly, if you put on it a very good texture, I mean, it's still okay. I mean, it will be okay. It will not be great, but it will be okay. So I think that this area we may decide to do something, right? Let me just split. I mean, above is basically what we have, and below is what we don't have or what we can do, right? So there is kind of a line between this that is like this, and you know, vertical boxes. So here is the what's next, right? So the what's next is in this area, right? Yeah. There is the what's next, and yeah. So in terms of exploration, then in terms of combat, well, in terms of combat, I know that the combat is a bit clunky, and I know, it's not that I don't know it. It's not very easy to improve it significantly, because to improve it significantly, I think we have to basically redo the character completely and the animations and such, and also is fairly complex. It needs, you know, dedicated animations and artists and such. So improving combat is not very easy. At the moment, you know, we can fight, right? We can cast spells. We have different mechanics, so we have, you know, combat styles, meaning abilities. We call it abilities, you know, based on the weapon. So you can have, you know, a lunge on the sword. You can have a shield parry ability on the shield. You can have a whirlwind of blades, whatever, on another weapon. So we already have a bit of that. So there are, let's say, possibilities. Now fighting is not very smooth, I know, but I would say that is kind of fine. Now we have the shield block as well, which is making it more interactive, right? You can block with the shield with the last release, and so I think that here one of the issues is that some monsters are really are not working. I don't know exactly why, but some monsters are broken. I didn't investigate much because, again, the is not a big priority for me at the moment, but it may become now, right? Who makes the textures? Hey, whoever is available at that time. So me most of the time, but in the past a lot of different artists. At the moment we don't have an artist that is working on textures, so there is no artist at the moment in the team, but I mean active. Okay, so there is an artist like Zwei. Tua did something as well, but they are not active, like they are not producing stuff at the moment. So whatever you see is basically coming out of me or someone that is helping, like Neverim helped to do a few things yesterday, and is definitely nice. So some monsters are broken, they don't fight back. I think we still have some problem with the scripting, with the intelligence a bit. So there are some AI improvements that I think that would be nice to do. For example, monsters are not really changing their combat style, so they're not like moving to the right, moving to the left, posing and then attacking, right? They don't do that. They just charge you straight, you know, and attack you. So the combat maneuver are basically zero, right? The combat maneuvers for monsters, I mean, right? Not for players, because players can do a bit of that. You mean you can roll, you can, you know, but the combat maneuver for monsters basically is zero today. And I don't think it's too complex to do, but again, it's some effort, so we need to think what to do there. We have special attacks, so monsters have special attacks, which is nice. So this I will put it in the positives, right? Monster special attacks are good. They can cast spells, they can, you know, have reactions to attack, so they anyway are not completely stupid. They can flee, they can do something, but It is fairly basic. Then there is crafting. I think crafting, I mean, the problem that we have with crafting is that it's a bit too manual, right? So I mean that is a bit click heavy, right? So there is a lot to do. I mean, you have to click a lot of stuff to actually craft, and I think that the new crafting books really helped. At least for me, they helped. I don't know if it helped for you, but anyway, I think it's an improvement, right? Compared to the past, the fact that you now have things in a 3 and you can see stuff, and I think it's a bit easier, right? It's a bit easier to digest. You want to do something, you just click and you expand, and you see, you know, and you see. I don't know if I have a crafting book here. Yes, this one, right? So you say, oh, I want to do this dish, eel delight, right? Which is a fish dish. And you just open and see what components you need, right? And so if by any chance you already have this thick apple glaze, then you can start from here, right? So, and if you don't, you say, oh, what I need to do this, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this. So it may be, you know, say, okay, let's slice, you know, 20 apples, and so I have a batch of those because our food doesn't rot, incredibly enough. Maybe one day it will, but at the moment it's not. So so maybe do a batch of this, then you fish a bit, you get these fishes, and then you start to build up, and at the end you get your final dish, right? I think one thing that is a bit missing is probably the what's next on this dish, like why I need to make it, right? He's not telling you which bonuses or which advantages this thing has, like if it's when you eat it, if it's giving you HP or mana or nothing, right? Or just a nice taste. So that could be maybe an expansion that you know why you are. But well, I think it's valid for dishes, for cooking. For the rest, I think it's pretty evident if you are, you know, building a whatever, building a blade, right? I want to make a short sword. I mean, I don't have to tell you why you need to make it, right? So, is this thing going on forever? No, because you have to you have to hammer it 1, 2, 3, 4 times before it becomes okay. Anyway, there may be as anyway, let's not look at that now, it's too long. But anyway, so I think that crafting can be speed up, you know, can be improved. But we have the new crafting books, we have plenty of crafting. You can craft so much. You can craft potions, you can craft shields, helms, armor, weapons, beer, food, whatever, right? So you can really do a lot. I think that we have plenty of crafting and it's nice. Probably the negative, right? The negative is that it's a bit clicky overall. So you actually have to click on a lot of stuff, and also it's not easy, right? But maybe we want to have it not easy. I don't know if we want to have it not easy. I mean, I think we can have it not easy as long as it provides enough benefit when you finish the crafting thingy, right? So it's clicking not easy today. Click and drag system similar to how Minecraft does it. Our crafting is a bit more complex than that, right? Because again, is I don't know why the character since the last release is moving like that. I mean, the problem is that you may want to decide on the quality of the components, right? You may have to use a specific tools, like you have to be on the smith table to actually do this step, and then when you go here, maybe you need to do something else with the riveter, which is a tool, right? So I think our crafting is really modeled like you do it in real life. I mean, a bit simplified, obviously, but it really gives you the feeling of building that thing. Right? It's not just clicking on stuff and it's done. Right? Is really, I think it's really more realistic, right? In that sense. But I understand it's a bit clicky. And so yeah, maybe we can simplify the clicks, right? Yeah, this stack split. Yeah, I understand. I still have to understand why we need it, right? Why? I mean, do we need to split the stack one by one because otherwise our game is not capable of reading the stack? I mean, why we don't just use a stack? I don't understand. I never understood this. I mean, few people told me, but I never understood why. So what is the real problem? Why we need to split the stacks 1 1 1 1 1 1? Why we cannot just have a stack of 10 and you are crafting 10 things, right? Is it because it depends on the number of items? Because yeah, there are certain recipes that are like asking, you know, you need to have 4 of this, right? 4 spikes and 1 shield core, and then you build the thing, right? So it actually is 1 and 4, so you need to have the right quantities. But if you do it as a multiplier of the core, right? So if you do 2 and 8 or 3 and 12, it should still work, right? When you take them, you have the quality problem if you take them all in one stack. Yeah, but I think we have 2 functions, no? Take and stack and take and not stack, if I remember right. But anyway, I think one problem of crafting is not easy. But if you ask me, is this a problem today? I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's a problem. I don't feel that this is a big issue. I think that this is kind of okay. Yeah, it can be improved. It can be made as simpler, and yeah, for sure. But is that an issue? Like the first thing I need to work on? I don't know. Maybe you tell me yes. I don't know. But at the moment, I'm thinking no. So I think I will have to expand this thing a lot to the right, which is actually possible. So we can go to the right as much as we want, I think. So now the next thing could be economy, right? I think economy is a bit scuffed. I mean, it's quite scuffed. I mean, it depends what you look at, right? Economy meaning buying and selling, I think is fine. But so I think buying, selling, and now with the new addition of the faction prices and faction capabilities, faction organization that I added last release, and you will see more of that. I think we are in pretty good shape because we can actually provide certain items only for certain merchants. We can have merchant that likes you, merchant that don't like you. So you may decide what to do. So you have a bit of, you know, bit of choices and such. The problem is the money sink, right? So we don't have any reasonable way to reduce your money. We don't. So basically people in the game are continuously making money. Whatever they do, they make money forever, right? So everyone is becoming a millionaire, which may be nice, but it doesn't give you that feeling, you know, that you need to progress, right? I mean, you need to save money or make money for a reason, right? Because you always, whatever you do, you get money. You get money if you fight because you kill creatures and they give you items and you can sell the items. You get money when you do quests because maybe they are giving you a prize or something. You get money if you do crafting because you can sell what you craft. So you get money anyway in million things, but you don't use money. The only thing that really uses money were the guild houses, right? Guild houses. So, but when you want to buy a guild house, but there is no money sink today. No money sinks. And another reason to make money, apart from the beginning, right? At the beginning, you need money because you have nothing. But I think it lasts very little time. You know, you will be getting a lot of money very soon. Yeah, the guild house is one, Hula, I know, but it's only one, right? It's only one money sink. It's too little. It's too little. It's too little. So we need more money sinks, okay? And money sinks could be guild house services. I think I spoke already about those a few times. Basically, is specific items or services that you have in the guild house that you have to maintain, right? Or yes, maintenance of whatever. This word is a mess to type. Maintenance. Maintenance. I have an extra E. An extra I. I don't know. I mean, in general, you know, decay of stuff, right? It can be decay of your weapons, your armor, your whatever you have to fix, and it costs money. So there can be decay of equipment. I don't know. I mean, these are just questions. Doesn't mean that, I mean, apart from guild house services. Oops. What happened? What happened? Ah, okay, we just moved the screen. Apart from guild house services that I'm sure I want to have them, I don't know about the rest, but we need some way. Yeah, fashion as well. Yeah, why not? Like if you want to buy, if you want to change color of your hair, if you want to, well, actually that we already have, but we can increase the price, right? Or if you want to have, I don't know, a shiny effect on something, you know, you have to spend money and it lasts only a certain amount of time. You know, pets may cost, right? Pets maintenance. They may eat, you know, a lot or need care or need something, I don't know. So, but I don't know exactly what is it, but I think we need a money sink. Right? The other thing, and I think is the most important for me at the moment, is dynamic elements. Okay, so dynamic elements of the game. So something that is changing. So if you go back, you know, if you go back to the game after, you know, after you did all the quests and you did everything, you know, and you go back to the game and say, okay, now what I do, right? The now what I do at the moment is fairly weak. There are not a lot of dynamic elements in the game. I mean, there are a few, like for example, we have Wajet that is organizing game master events, right? That is great because GM events are dynamic, are differences. For services like guilds, will I be able to add metallurgy station, reworking, etc.? Yes, the idea is not only that you can have that, but you can also have it at a higher quality. So that, I don't know, the whole game, you know, has a smith table of quality 50, and in the guild house you can buy one of quality 70 or quality 100 and quality 120, right? So it is basically multiplying your chances of getting better items, something like that. Another guild house service can be healing, right? Healing or removal of disease or removal of poisons, or can be repairing weapons, you know, this kind of thing. So you could have a special NPC that does that, or you could have just a special item that does that, right? So there could be plenty of guild house services, and that is something I want to do soon. I don't know when, but I want to do it soon. Yeah, and the quality, I mean, I would put the quality, I mean, in the exploration, I don't know, I think I would put also the guild houses. I think here the guild houses needs to be remade, and you know, or improved anyway. They are so old. I mean, some of those guild houses are really the first that we ever built, right? The first that we ever built, like the low guild house or the even the Yankee guild house is super old. I mean, maybe it's even before 2002. I don't know. So they need to be remade somehow, improved and such. So dynamic elements, I mean, we don't really have a lot. I mean, we have obviously monsters that are moving, you know, monster, you know, path and movement and respawning, but pretty much they respawn always in the same place. The paths are always the same. So it's not that you're getting a lot of dynamic, right, from the environment. Now I have the new generated events that are not using enough, right? So let's say not enough, you know. So like, yes, we have the generated events. Maybe I can put it in the next section. So generated events at the moment, I only have the merchants that are selling you the maps, right? That you collect to get the full map of the game, right? So that's the only thing that I have. But I was planning way more generated events. I just didn't have the time until now, right? But generated events is like you go in the forest and at a certain point, you know, a new monster pops up that is just popping up because you are there, not because the monster is there forever, right? And maybe another time something completely different pops up, right? Maybe there is someone that you need to save, or there is a merchant that needs to be escorted from one place to the other, right? So things like that. So generated events that are dynamic, right, based on who is on the map and such. So I think the dynamic element now, I mean, a big part of dynamic elements are tribes, right? And I did some work on tribes, but I think that our tribes at the moment are fairly are underutilized, right? So we can. By the way, let me check if they finally built something. Let me check if they finally built something. Pam 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 pam. Why the music is so loud? I didn't. No, it's really loud. It's really loud like that. Let me see if this tribe finally built something or not. Tribe number 3. Ah, they built! They did it! I don't have this map. Fuck. I will teleport Momires. I don't have this map with this client because, but anyway. I can teleport Momires to me. So Momires will see it. Ouch! Haha, you see that they built. Because I fixed it yesterday. They built Gobble Hut. They built another Gobble Hut, another Gobble Hut. Didn't you build a big one though? They built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 small. Okay. And 2 campfires. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Someone was asking. They are greeting me. They are greeting. They are greeting the play. I was not remembering that that was happening. But anyway, so it is good. So there is a beginning. You know, is a beginning of a more dynamic world, right? If I restart the server, this tribe will restart with only 3 people, and they will go fish like they are doing now, right? You see all these people going fishing. They go there and they fish and then bring back, you know, fish to the tribe, and with the fish, which is their main resource, they build, right? They build stuff. Maybe in the future they will search for wood or other stuff. At the moment they have only one primary resource, and that primary resource is used to build a village, right? And you can attack the village. I don't know if they get mad on it. Seems that they don't at the moment. I don't remember if I did it, but I don't think I did it. So at the moment they don't get mad if you destroy their buildings. They're just going to rebuild the hut. But yeah, in theory, if you attack their buildings, they should get mad like when you attack them, right? Because today if you attack them, they get mad and they attack you back. Perhaps a pocket anvil? No, too much. Right, so I see there is still a bit of teleport going on, eh? I don't know why. Like this guy cannot. Anyway, so this is for the dynamic. So I want the tribes, you know, to become. So definitely more generated events, definitely more tribes, right? But one thing that also I want to change is the way our monsters spawn. I think that having monsters that spawn always in the same place is pretty bad. I want to have basically every monster be part of a tribe, and a tribe expanding in a certain area, and then generating new monster that way, right? So that you destroy the hive, you know. So it's basically hive monsters, right? Today, if you go in a certain place and you find a monster, apart from the tribe, right? The tribe is actually different. But if you go in a place and you find a monster and you come back, you know, one day, 1 week later, even if that monster has been killed 10, 20 times in the meantime, the monster will still be in that place, right? And or very, very close to that place. So there is no feeling of adventure, because you already know what you get, right? You know that the monsters are there and they are there. And that's pretty much unacceptable, right? So the idea is to have hive generates monsters, you know, and not and less. Let's say less because it cannot be 0, but anyway. And last static locations, right? And if you destroy the hive, then another hive will generate somewhere else, right? So the hive, the initial spawning point should be pretty much random, right? I don't know how much random, but should be pretty much random. Should be pretty much random. On the tribes, you know, on the tribes, I think I really want tribes to build more, right? So I want the tribes to be more annoying. So the tribe should build more, right? Should defend more, and in theory could even block a mine. I would like them to be able to block a mine or block a resource. Like they build around the mine and they don't let the player mine it, right? They don't let the player mine it because they are mining it, right? They are mining it. So it becomes like a World of War, no, not World of War, like Warcraft 3, right? So like you have a mine and the enemy comes and destroys your peons that are going to mine the resource, right? So I would like them to be able to build stuff like and in theory they can already do it today. It's just that I'm not able to. Where is Momiras? Yeah, sorry, here I don't have the map, so I'm basically flying. So I will show you something. If I do this, right? And so it's a bit of a spoiler, but I don't care. It's a bit of a spoiler for the future, maybe. Nah, the problem will be. I think the problem will be that it will be super big, but it's okay. So at the moment they are building huts, right? But what if they can build barricades, right? If they could build barricades like this, right? And at the moment I cannot really manipulate this one too much, but because with this character I am a player. Oh, no, I can. This one I can, right? But what if they defend their village, right, with barricades and traps, right? So they could, I mean, it's not that hard. We have all the technology already, right? I can spawn a trap, right? I can do it now. And I can spawn a barricade, as you have seen, right? So in theory, they can, apart from building their home here, they can also build barricades and other stuff. Hello, Zwei. Hey, for character customization, we made Team Smart for today. I believe there was an issue with the channel packaging. You could have started the skin layer easily. Hello. Okay. Is YouTube like behind, or are you just looking at the beginning of the stream? Behind, or no, it's not behind. Okay, no, because sometimes it happens. But anyway, that is the point, right? So we could spawn stuff that you have to, and now this barricade, thanks to the new stuff that we built, we can make it attackable. So you can so players may be able to destroy the barricades, right? And yeah. So the point is, so more tribes, build more, defend more, block resources, right? Block resources like a mine, or camp it. And so basically having player fight the tribe, right? They already need to not fall in the trap they made. That I think I can just exclude NPC from traps. I can say that, and I can do the same with players, right? I can have a trap that if it's made by an NPC, only players can fall into it, and if it's made by a player, only NPC can fall into it. Something like that, right? I think we can I think we can do it as simple as that at the beginning. Now it's not very realistic, I understand, but I think it may be okay. Right? It may be okay. But yeah, but pretty much, you know. So another another part of GM events, you know, I want to have more. I don't know even if it's a GM event or if it's a generated event, but so I can do this, right? I can do this. Look, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I'm doing it with the other character only because I don't have the map loaded with my main character, unfortunately. But that's fine. I can do this. Maybe let me not do it here because otherwise this tribe may go a bit crazy. Am I overweight? No. I am super overweight. No. No. Okay, what I can do this, right? Uh-oh. That was not planned. Ah, I can get out. Haha. It's too far away for me to click on it. Right? At the moment they are not colliding, I can make them colliding, okay? So it's just an example. It's just an example. It's just an example, right? So I know I'm too exhausted. Right? So basically I can build whatever I want, right? It's just a matter of adding the pieces. So we already have a lot of pieces. Like for a generic dungeon, I think it's fairly easy. We can build a generic dungeon, right? Now, so the point is that yes, I can build a generic dungeon like this, and the only problem is how much dynamic. I mean, it takes too much time to do it, right? If I want to do it manually, if I ask, you know, a game master to say, hey, go there and build a dungeon for players to play with, it will take him that much time, right? And already today, with the new capability that I added, right? With the new capability that I added in the last release, I can do pretty good stuff like this, right? So I can, in theory, if I can, because I have to do that. But anyway, I have the new GM panel that obviously only Game Master can see, and I can make this collide, right? So now this thing collides, right? And I can do the same with the other. So you get the idea, right? So now this thing is solid, right? This thing is not solid. This thing is solid. So you can actually block, you know. You can. So I can basically build a dungeon if I want in the game, right? I can build a dungeon in the game. I can add a gate. I can add, you know, interactable object. I can add torches. I can add a chest. I can make the chest trapped. So with all the new stuff that I added, I mean, we can really do a lot. Right? The problem is, can I have the better chest of the two? Anyway, let's use this one, but the other chest is nicer. Definitely nicer. What is the name of the other chest? Iron chest? I don't know. No, the other. Well, okay, anyway. You get the point, right? You get the point. It can be the whatever. So, and we can have, you know, we can have a door. We can. Oops, my character just went crazy. Whee! Okay. You know, so now this guy can go here, can search the chest, and there may be stuff in it. The chest may be trapped. So already today, if I want, I can make the chest trapped. Just from the game, right? So I don't have to do anything in the database or whatever. I just go here and I say GM edit, and I make this chest trapped, right? And I decide the trap strength, and I may avoid the trap. Basically, the chest cannot be opened if it's trapped, and I may have a trap script that at the moment it can be always fire damage, right? I never tested it too much, but in theory it should work, right? So now this chest basically has a trap on it. Why I cannot I think we just crashed the server. No, we didn't. Nice. Why I cannot because it's my chest and it's guarded. Because it's my chest and it's guarded, huh? No, because in theory should not let me. In theory. I think it's probably saying that fire damage is not an existing script. Okay, anyway, I don't want to debug it now, but basically the idea is that a game master could create, you know, on the fly a dungeon, adding chests, adding traps, adding mechanism, adding monsters, right? The problem is how much time it takes to a GM to do something like this. I mean, it takes a lot. So what I'm thinking is, can we have or templates or predefined dungeons where we just change the content, right? I mean, the dungeon may be here already, and it may be available to be spawned, and he has, you know, doors, a hallway, whatever, but the content of the chest, the type of mechanism or puzzle that you need to solve, the levers and everything else is something that maybe the game master can change on the fly, right? Or the tribe, you know, the tribe can build that. Right? Maybe the tribe can build this thing by itself, and it's not that complex at the end, right? It's not insane. I mean, we can do it. I mean, it's not easy, but we can do it. If we have all the pieces, we can do it. Why this thing is colliding only? Ah, because there is the... Strange. Very weird. Yeah, and we can have secret passages. Now, at the moment, I don't have a way to flag from within the game. I don't have a way to flag a wall as a secret passage, but I think that would be easy to do. Actually, I think this is something I need to do as soon as possible. So yeah, so the idea is, sorry, I'm thinking a bit on this thing. So the idea is, you know, more dynamic elements, you know, maybe dungeon templates, right? That you have a dungeon template available, you just instantiate it in a certain place, you add an entrance, you add few chests, few monsters, you know, and you're ready to go, right? And the adventure, you know, and you can run the adventure with the players, right? So that's a bit what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So on top of the dungeon template, the game master can add monsters and other stuff, right? And yeah. Now, one of the complexity I think will be interactable objects. Like if I want to have a lever, you know, which we already have, but we have it because it's scripted in the editor. But I think I can change that as well. So then that can become. So if I go here, right? Probably I don't have it as well. I don't have the map loaded. Shit. No, I don't. Okay. So if you want to have elements like this, right? I mean, this at the moment, this is already. I mean, it is an item that we can place in the game if we want. If we want, I can have this lever made in a way that the game master can place it. The problem is the interaction with this other object, which is the gate. Because at the moment this interaction is done only through some properties that exist, and they are changeable only from the editor, from the Unreal Engine editor. But I think I can extend that. So the idea would be that you could create, you know, a dungeon from within the game. And it may include levers. It may include pressure pads like this one. It is opening that gate when you step on it, right? Or traps like this. I don't know if this one usually doesn't work. Yeah, exactly. It never works. I don't know why. Or traps and other stuff, right? So this will require some time, but I think it could be a nice expansion, right? I think it could be a nice expansion. Okay, another thing that I would like to do, and I don't know, I mean, there is a possibility. I don't know if I want to do it or not, but which is part, by the way, of the dynamic elements. It's just an extension of it, right? Are well, I don't know if I want to put it as a separate category, or I want it inside of this, or inside of this, or inside of because actually is something that is like cross everything. Where do I put it? I put it under dynamic elements. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Dailies. Dailies? Does daily have a plural form? I think so. Dailies. So at the moment in the game there is no concept of if you do something today you can do something else tomorrow and such, right? Every game has it. Every possible game has it. Now the problem is to avoid making it too out of character, right? I mean, too stupid. At the moment that it becomes a crunch and a grind, you know, and it's not fun. I mean, that I understand. But I think that we need some sort of dailies. We need it. We absolutely need it. So, like, we need a money sink. We need a money sink, and we need the dailies. And we need more dynamic elements. This is what I'm feeling strongly, really strongly, like insanely strongly, right? Like I think we need also, yes, more faction progression and such, but we need more character customization, yes. But if you want, it depends also what is the objective, right? But if the objective is get more players, I mean the dailies are like the final solution, right? Because there are a lot of people that really like doing stuff in games, but maybe, you know, our game is not giving them enough, right? They're not giving them enough to do. We have some sort of dailies if you want, like there are some quests, like if I take if I take Arnquist is angry, or there are sorry, Arnquist is angry, or other things like that, right? There are some quests where basically if you go back to the same NPC, depending on the time of the day, like here is of the time of the day, right? So Arnquist will ask you an apple at a certain time of the day, or other stuff another time of the day, right? So there is a beginning of a day. I mean, it's a sort of a daily, right? But I would like the daily to be much more interesting and available, right? So usually you get, where do you get the dailies? You get the dailies on the board, on the bulletin board, how to call it, the billboard, you know, of a tavern, right? Of a tavern. So there you get maybe, you know, random quests that can be kill this, kill that, fetch this, fetch that. Like we don't have anything like this, right? We don't have anything like this. And also there are no rare dailies, right? I mean, we could have dailies that are actually providing like rare items, or I mean something that spawns into the game randomly sometimes. But I think, you know, what is the complexity? The complexity is that I could have generated events. So I need dailies connected to generated events. I think that is the solution to all my problems. Because if I can have a tavern board, you know, how is this called? Billboard? What? I'm missing the term. It's called billboard, or it's called what is the name of the thingy where you stick notes into it in a tavern? Bacheca. Wait. Notice board. Okay, notice board. Let's call it notice board. So it would be nice. It would be nice if the generated event engine, which we already have, because actually we have a guy here which is the generated event manager, right, which is doing only that. So it's thinking only to what I'm going to generate next, right? It's called random event manager. This guy, random event manager, right? So this guy is doing nothing else than thinking what I need to spawn as the next random event, right? And at the moment he's doing very little, but he can do way more, right? He can spawn NPC, he can spawn attackable monsters, he can spawn items, you know, he can do some stuff. He can spawn particle effects, sounds, and all of that. So we already have this kind of basic capabilities. Now the question is, if I could connect the generated events to a kind of a dailies to the tavern board, you know, you may go to the tavern, see the posting, and the posting may say someone saw, you know, a rare creature here, there, and there, you know, go and find it, right? And the reward is X amount of gold or whatever, right? So I think that will make probably the generated events a bit easier to spot, because at the moment my generated events are proximity to players in certain places of the map, right? And I think it's kind of unlikely at the moment that players just decide to go and say, oh yes, I want to go that place and see if there is something, if they don't know if it's generated or not. While if there is a notice on the notice board, they may say, I have to go there now, right? So I think I can do something like this. So this is what I'm thinking, right? This is what I'm thinking. I don't know if there is more than this, right? I don't know if there is more than this, but I think that this is pretty much the core of the core. I mean, there is obviously, I mean, we have the achievements, right? The achievements, the achievement, we have them. I think it's an important element of a game, you know, and we have them. I think we have enough. I don't know if they are fun or not, but anyway, we have them. You should tell me if they are fun or not. But we have the achievements in the game, so which is part of the. It's probably part of the progression somehow, right? So maybe I can just put it there. It's not exactly the same thing though, but because it's more of a collector kind of feeling, right? So you are collecting your achievements and say, oh yes, I'm missing this one and I want to do it. It's a bit of a progression because you know how many achievements you did. So we have achievement, we have a bunch of them, and I don't know if they really work, but I didn't receive any. I didn't receive too many bug reports on this stuff, so yeah. There is really a lot. It would be interesting to know how many players have achievements. I think I can make a page with statistics and understand how many players. I mean, how many? Yeah. How many players? The problem is that there are all the players that existed when the achievement were not here that I cannot really make a statistics of. But I think would be interesting. I can add it to the web console. I can add a new function to the web console that is like a statistics. Well, I already have statistics, but I think it's called statistics. So I can check new accounts or new characters or retention time. I mean, how much people are playing. I can check a bunch of stuff, right? Pending quest, completed quest, money is divided by, oh my god, this is insanely long. Wow, something happened there. The scale is weird. I never use this again, but like here I can see how much money on average players have after a certain amount of gameplay, right? So I don't know how much this is up to date because it was 2009, but this was saying, you know, if you have between 40 and 55 hours, you will have 70,000 money. Now, you may have equipment that is worth more, so it's not really a perfect calculation, but I don't remember if I did it dividing. But anyway, and the same thing with the skills, right? So like swords, you know, if you select the sword skill, how much you have after that amount of time, right? This was just to calculate. So I can add another one with the achievements. I think would be good to do. I think I will do it. The achievements. I think for the achievements is not that complex, but I mean, it's not something I need to do now, but I'm starting to get curious about it now. Just to understand if the system is actually working or not. So how many people have achievements? How many unique players have achievements in the game right now? There is a copy, so I will have to do it in production, but let me just forge the query and see. So if we select count from but I need to do it unique, no? Because that will give me, well, let's just see how many achievements there are there, right? How many achievements has been achieved? Holy shit, 6,047, 633? What? The reason is, yeah, wait. The reason is that, yeah, no, I have to exclude the discovery because I did a pass on all characters, so all characters got 1 or 2 achievements, which is actually the history that you get in the compendium, right? So when you go to the compendium, you have under main story, you have these three things that pretty much everyone got with your homeworld story, with the fact you were stuck between planes and then that you arrived in Iliacum, right? So these are 3 things, and these are I kind of automatically assign those things to every player in the game. So I think that, yes, I think it's 200,000 play. I don't know. I don't remember. But I think the majority of this is that. So I have to exclude it, right? I have to exclude. I have to exclude everything that is. I don't even know. Actually not, though. No, but it's impossible that it's 640,000. I mean, it's impossible. It's impossible that it's 640,000. So that must include some... Or is completely broken, which I hope not. Or we are putting in duplication. Yeah, but these are the... Ah, yes, there are all the one about the releases, right? All the one about the release. So basically every character is getting created is getting at least one for the release, and all the old ones got all these ones. So yeah, there are thousands and thousands of players that got... Yeah, exactly. Characters, I mean, not players, characters, right? And one player may have 3 or 4 characters. So I think we have to exclude everything that goes between 1 and 7, and everything that goes between 20 and 24, right? 1 and 7, 20 and 24 we need to exclude, and the number will drop drastically. So we say where achievement ID not in, and or we can do greater and where achievement ID. Well, I can also do it this way. Fuck it. So until 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2024 we said, huh? 20, wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. 1 to 7 and 20 to 24. 1 to 7 and 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So now the number will drop drastically. Exactly. 10,000. Wow, 10,000 is still a lot. 10,000 is still a lot. We got 10,000 achievements done by you in like the last... I don't know when I added achievement. It was probably a year ago. Holy. Is it real? I don't know if it's real, but it may be, huh? It may be. So if I group it by... I mean, I have a category here, but I don't have a category in the database. That's kind of annoying. I may add it because actually... Yeah, I may add a category here. I may add a category here, so I cannot really... But anyway... You know what we could do? We could select count grouping by. We could select count. Achievement ID, right? And this will be what? Player ID, character ID. Character ID. So if I group by... I want to group by character ID and know how many... Can I do it this way? So how many people actually did achievement number 72? No, I have to do the opposite. I have to do the opposite of this. I have to do count exactly. So the group by will be by achievement ID. No, it's not possible. What the fuck? What? So this character did 3000 achievement is impossible. Or it's very, very bugged. It's possible there is a bug, it's possible. It's possible because I never tested achievement too much. So if I filter by character ID equal to this, no, it's only 6. I'm doing a mess with the query. I want to group by what? I want to know how many. I'm lost. I did this plenty of times, but now I'm kind of lost. Because here I have 2 columns, right? I don't have only 1 column. So it's like, it's not that I'm grouping. So if I do it without character ID, and I just group, so this way is easy, right? Because this way means that if I do this, right? If I do this, it means that in the database, we have this achievement has been done 76 times. But I don't know how many by player, right? But it's okay, it's okay. So this achievement, so achievement number 10 has been done 3000 times. No, that 10 I think is another one to exclude then. What is achievement number 10? Ah, quest novice. Because I have, because I have assigned these ones to the, I have assigned this one manually. To everyone that did X quest. It's okay. It's okay. So we have 3,200 players that have at least 10 quests. At least 20 quests, I mean. Yeah, so this is pretty good actually. So if we can order by achievement ID. We can see if there is one achievement that no one did, right? So there are 3,000 people with 20 quests. Let me copy this. Let me copy this here so we understand what we are doing. Unfortunately, fuck. The copy of the database I have is not very, very new, right? So this may not represent the current situation. If I really want to have the current situation, I need to do it in production. I can. This is the result in production right now. Exactly now, my boys. Exactly now. Wait a second, I don't need this anymore, but I need that. So no, this is not gonna work, right? Oh my god, I'm wait. I need to no text, no text, no. No text, no text, no text. Spreadsheet. Yeah. Separated by this. Aha. Okay, this is good. So if now I copy this, well, let's put all three. 1, 2, and 3, right? These are all the achievements. No, 4. Now, it will not correspond 1 to 1, because we know already why. Because first, we don't have them all. And second, they are not ordered properly, right? But, you know, here I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this as... let's go... I don't know if I want to have PS or PS local, but let's go PS docs. And let's save it as achievements analysis something. Achievements. But pretty much, guys, the question for you, right? The question for you is not this about the achievement. The question for you is, which of the element that I listed you think is the most important to have for the what's next, right? So for the what's next, what do you think I should work on? Is it more character customization, meaning skeletal changes? You want to be thin, you want to be fat, you want to be short, you need to be tall, you want more hair, more colors, more clothes, more belts, more hats, more whatever, right? Do you think that this is an area? Well, these are actually two different areas, right? So there is area number 1, area number 2. I can put the vote on Discord and see. But it is 1, this is 2, right? Or A or B, I think I can name them. If I name them 1, 2, it seems that that's a preference, but no, it's not a preference, it's just... So there is A, there is B, there is C, there is D altogether. So this quality of textures, including guild houses, or anyway, quality of models, but anyway, quality of some of the textures. I think it is 1 block, because, well, yeah, I think it's 1 block in the sense that if we choose this block, I will do it in this sequence, right? I will fix the broken thingies, and then, so I think it's the same for this. Yeah, actually, I think that apart from the first one, these are all blocks. Only this one is split because these are very different, right? But crafting, F, money sink, G, and here I don't know. Here I think I need to split it somehow. Yeah, these are all different things. I think there is a more generated events. More generated events is pretty much going together with the dailies, I think. This is a subset of this because it's a kind of a subset. Uh-oh. Doesn't fit. What the hell is going on? So this is H. This is I'm skipping J and K because they don't exist in Italian. J and K. Can you believe that J and K do not exist in our alphabet? It's insane, huh? They don't. They just don't. Our alphabet is different. So this is H. This is I. This is actually this is L because it's a different thing. This is M. So yeah, yeah. So these are different things, and yeah, the ordering, the position is a bit fucked up, but it's fine. Yeah. So what's next? Vote now. Yeah, I can make a voting later, but what is from the people that are looking at the stream right now? What is your idea? What is your idea? Economy or character development? I think our economy is completely broken. So yeah, I think economy is a good one because it's really broken. I mean, there is basically no economy. Everyone is millionaire. Or everyone can become millionaire easy. Azzertino. No, our keyboard is normal. Is your keyboard that is crazy? Your keyboard is completely crazy. With a Z in the wrong place, the A in the wrong place. Our keyboard is QWERTY keyboard. QWERTY. It's a normal keyboard. So Hula, what do you vote for? I don't have pets. I know you like pets. So in theory, I could put pets into... Where are pets in this? Pets. Maybe pets are inside character customization. I don't know. Because anyway, your pet is your character, you know, somehow, or no? I can have pets. I can have pets as another element. I can have pets as a separate thingy. We can do it. I can have pets. So pets, I think is a nice feature. I like pets. I like pets a lot. The problem is, what is... Wait a second, because I need to do something, or otherwise I'm going to go crazy instantly. It doesn't fit. Okay, now. Now it does. Now it does. We gained some important space. I mean, pets today, we can already do quite a bit. I mean, you have different types, right? You have different types. You can summon and summon. You can speak with them somehow. I mean, not much, but anyway. They follow you. You can mount. You know, you have mounts. I mean, it's not a lot, but anyway. So expansion can be, for example, pets inventory, right? So they have their own inventory, so they can transport stuff. We could have them attack and actually participate in the fight. We could have them grow more. At the moment they are not growing. We can have different models so that your pet is growing and is becoming bigger and different and whatever. You know, so pets inventory, pets attack, pets is growing, pets abilities, you know. I don't know, there is so much here. I mean, we could do a million things. We could do a million things. So now, Hula, you can vote N. I want to see the dwarf town in the mountains. Okay, the dwarf town is inside exploration. Like more cities. But at the moment I'm not feeling that's a problem, Hula. So the answer is no. The answer, we don't need more space, right? We don't need more exploration. I think we need the game to be more engaging and more fun, right? I mean, maybe we will do it, right, in parallel, but it's not a priority for sure to add another city. I mean, I don't think it's a priority. So Zwei is saying A. So you would like to see the skeletal changes, okay. Which is not, may not be too complex, but I don't know. I mean, I never did it for real. I mean, I know what can be done, but I never really did it, so cannot say. E. Some monsters are broken. Combat maneuver eye improvement. Okay, so so the fight is even more engaging. Okay. G, the money sink. Okay. Inhale the hive generated monster in the study location. Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't have yet in my mind a definitive list of what I want, but I feel that G is super broken, and so I would like to fix it somehow. And H and M I would like to do somehow. This is what I think that would really step up the game, right? Step up the dynamics. So like the people, so people connect today to play because maybe they are, you know, or totally new players, so they never seen plane shift, and so they connect. And after some time they leave because they say, there's nothing to do, or anyway, the game is too hard or whatever, not engaging enough. I don't know. They leave, or they are veteran players that they connect anyway, you know. But how to keep them in the game? To me, these three things are kind of important. But it may be different person to person. Maybe some person may say, no, if combat is not good enough, I'm never gonna play this game, right? Or if my character doesn't look nice, you know, I'm never gonna play it again, right? So I will put a note on Zwei votes. AEGL. You can change them anytime, Zwei, anyway. But it's just to say what kind of idea you had. Hula? For the game I can be good, I'm kind of a raid sort of thing. I. More tribes, defend and block. Yeah, this one. I see. More tribes. Defend and block the mine. Yeah, I think if they can block a mine and people are not able to, because I would like to generate that dynamic, right? So that one day a mine is getting blocked by a tribe, and a player goes there, and say, hey, but I cannot mine because there are these people around, they're attacking me. And so he's typing in the chat, he's typing in the chat, hey guys, why, in the global chat, what is going on, what is going on with this mine, what happened? And the other players will say, like, I don't know, I mean, it's always been empty. So they go there and see, and there are all these monsters that are, blocking the way. And I think it would be fun, right? And then maybe it happens again and again and again and again and again. At different locations, at different, Yeah. I think character call skeleton is lively easy and give people a lot of play. Character more problem. The others are nice, but I know how much time they take. Yeah. I mean, everything is kind of easy, but it requires someone to do it, So, and I only have 2 hands, so I have to prioritize things, right? So I have to choose one and work on it. I can work on anything. I can work on any of this, right? And some I can commission. So this stuff I can commission, right? I can say, hey, this is our character. Please build 20 more hair types, right? Or anyway, let's say 2 more hair types per character, right? I think that I can do. I mean, I can do it tomorrow. I mean, we can do that. It's a bit more complex for clothes and hats is easy. Clothes is a bit more complex because it really may change character. Well, it will change character by character. So color, I mean, pure color, I think it may be easy if we do it bad. I mean, if we do it just by colorizing things, then it's easy. But I think the end result may look kind of bad. So I don't know. Needs to be tested a bit, right? Needs to be tested a bit. Like if you can take a current texture and just color it. I don't know. So Hula, what do you say? Hula says I. Hula says I. So you didn't select the pets, huh? The end. On combat, I was more focused on making the monster we already have feel more compelling and responsive. So the hive idea is this, right? So I have my, just to be clear that we are speaking the same thing, right? So the hive idea is, today, this is our world, right? And today, our monsters are here, 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 right? And they move a bit, but they move really around the area where they are, right? So yeah, you can lure one guy far away, but then when he's dead, he will respawn in that area, right? He will respawn in that area. In the hive idea, right? In the hive idea, I may have an area, which I don't think it will be. I don't think it will be a set of location. I think it will be. I think it will be an area, whatever, right? And whatever, right? And this would be like clackers, potential hive locations, right? And then it would be another one, right? You get the idea, right? Right? And this will be, whatever. Consumer hive location, right? So then inside of this area, right? Inside of this area, I would say that you may get a new hive here, right? So you may see like a hole in the ground, like something, right? A hole in the ground, a bunch of wood pile, a wood pile. I don't know, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, a crack in the rock, a crack in the rock, and from there, from there, the NPC will spawn, right? But that thing is destructible because now we can destruct things. So this thing is destructible. So in theory, you can destroy. Players can destroy. So you can destroy the hive, but NPC may get out of it, right? So they get out of their lair, and they may act as a tribe, at the end, and maybe build something. Maybe certain hive locations will not build anything, right? But would just be annoying, running around and killing whatever they see. But others may be real tribes, so maybe establishing a village there. So you will have to destroy the full village, and then the hive location will disappear, right? And then it will reappear maybe after some time in another place. So the hive manager, or there will be a hive manager or whatever, knows how many tribes are spawning on the map, and it balances the spawning around, right? So there is not too many, it's not too little, Perhaps in a world like Big Like now, some migration of monsters like buffalo in the past. Yeah, it could be. It could be that we have a migration of. I mean, a big number of monsters going in a certain location at a time. Think can be a good way to make all the ones alive feel more alive, make interact with random events, also makes better use of your tribe's update. Yeah. Also they have interact with each other. Can make people feel like more alive. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that all the changes that I did, in the last few months, years, even years, are all pretty much going into this direction, into these boxes. You can find any of the changes that I did, are somehow in these boxes, right? Because I have this at the top very clear in my mind, and so I improved a bit of crafting, I improved a bit of combat, I improved a bit of exploration, added new stuff, I added the achievements, I added the faction prices, I added the GM events, I added the random generated events, I improved a bit the pets. This is all stuff that I'm constantly scanning, and doing like stripes on it. So I'm striping this continuously, right? So like a 3D printer, like a 3D printer, G, Knuckle J saying G. Okay, Ula said I. Knuckle G J. You're saying G. We have already 2G. Now I can put it on Discord, but I think it's long to explain on Discord. I think in this stream I explained it well. So if some of you been here the whole stream, you understand exactly what each of these boxes is, right? If I just say, hey, do you want more faction progression? No one will know what is it, right? Or what quality, I don't know. But yeah, at the end, I think I will decide myself. But and what Tal said, I don't know. What I say, hey, I think that for me, I told you. For me, I think that this. I mean, it's a bit of everything. But if I really have to choose, probably I will start from this, together with the dailies. So some dailies that are giving you money, in some money thing. So you get money, consume money, get money, consume money, get money, consume money, right? Get money, consume money, get money, consume money. So I think these two in a tandem. But I really also like a lot this. I really like a lot this. So probably these four. But like I shown you, and by the way, I think that stuff is still on the land. So I think I should remove it. I think I left stuff there. Should remove it, huh? There may be players going like, what the hell is this building? What the hell is this building? But yeah, I need to think. I missed one though, because under exploration there are maps, availability of maps in the game, right? No, what is going on? When I press under exploration, there are maps, which can be drawings, or can also be drawings, which at the moment we don't have the functionality anymore, or it can just be displaying, you know, PNG, right? Display a map, display a PNG, whatever. But I think this at the moment is broken, is not working, and so this will become an. Or I change all the things. No, I don't want. Ah, fuck. I know we have N already, which is the pet, so we'll have to go O. Exploration. I mean, I'm sure there are a million other things, but there are a million other things we can do. Let me just check. Let me just remove that stuff that we put on the map, because I think it's not good that we leave it there forever. There may be players going around and saying, what the fuck is this? What the hell is this? I can just press E and pick it up. Look. E. Oh, there was a gobble going here. E and E. Done. Ah, this one cannot pick up. No, because it's trapped. Because... No! Uh-oh. Did I break it? Ah, no, because my inventory is full. Because my inventory is full. No. It's good. All is good. Aha. There it is. Look at this. Fuck. Didn't work. Why? Why didn't work? Why it didn't work? Aha, look at this, huh? Aha. You want to fight me? You want to fight me? Huh? Okay. So, let's finish the reasoning and then I have to go, I think. But let's finish the reasoning on the achievement 1 second. So, how many people... so there is the achievement ID, and there is the number of players that today have that particular achievement, right? Yeah. So we have 3,000 players, 3,000 characters that have 10 quests, 1,800 characters that have 11, that have 20 quests, 50 quests, 100 quests. I think 100 quests is already a lot, but wow, 1,000 people have 100 quests. Holy moly. 394 have 200 quests, between 100 and 200. No, between 200 and 300. 120, only 3 people, oh my god. Only 3 people have 400 quests. Holy shit! Only 3 people. Only 3 people. Who are these 3 people? Do you want to know? I want to know. Achievement number 15. Achievement number 15. Select, what is it? Character ID. Character ID name from character achievements and characters where a dot character ID equal to c dot ID and achievement ID equal to 15. Oh, Dalos, Grombly ed Entritus. Holy moly. Those 3 guys are the only 3 in the game to have more than 400 quests done. That's insane. That's insane. That's a real achievement. Only 3 people. I have to tell them. I will tell them. Okay, anyway. Crystal Way Master, 28 people only. Holy moly. Azure Way. Why so little people here? Dark 106. No. Dark 20. Why so little people in the Master of the Ways? Is this broken or because all the ones that did it before the achievement existed, I think they cannot do it anymore unless I do it, because they cannot complete the quest again, right? Yeah, so that is something I may have to fix manually. 106 with 5 glyphs, and this is the same, right? This is new people that obtain the glyphs after I implemented the achievements. While these ones I have set manually, if I remember right. Wow, there are more people that attended more events, so basically the people that attend the events are always there, right? There is also an achievement that you have to redo. So these are 184 people that redid it after the achievement implementation. Finding the bronze door, visiting the death realm, speak with the blacksmith, or visit the winch. Very little people visit the winch. Speak with 3 blacksmith, 340. Yeah, that's kind of an easy one. 10 merchants. I want to see the the weapon modifiers. If it's too easy or too hard. Yeah, the rarity, right? Find a sword with 0.1% rarity. This is only one. And again, it's only from when I have implemented the achievement. So it seems to be fairly hard. And find a sword with 0.01 rarity. Wait a second. Stupid me. These are not ordered, boys. I'm looking at the wrong data. Because these one are aligned, but from here down they are not aligned anymore. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Until here they are all aligned. From here down they are not aligned anymore, so we cannot really look at it. We can look at it only... this is a mess. I have to basically reset. So the 50 is starting here until 55. It is a mess. This is a mess. Because there are those small... sorry, we were looking at completely wrong data. So ignore everything that I said apart from the first part. The first part was correct. But the second part, so 58, 59. What is the 60? 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. So this block is here. Ah, okay. So now it makes more sense. It was a bit weird that people were always at the event. So there is like 340 people attended 5 roleplay events. And yeah. Yeah, it started to make more sense. I was very surprised actually that all the that people were in events always. It is 70. It is 72. So for example, we have one here. No, wait. We have one here which is 71. Creation of a guild that is 0. So no one created a new guild after I created the achievements, or the achievement is bugged. Depends how you play the game. I have up everything every time. 84. This is kind of interesting. I will make a proper web page, okay? I will make a web page in our console so we could just read it. I'm just having fun now, 1 second, but obviously there is no usable the way I'm doing it now, right? So I will 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 96. So 95, no one did it. There are certain achievements that no one did. 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5. Equip 6 pieces of enchanted armor? No one did it. Is it even possible? I don't know. Oops. 112. 112 is what? Okay, these are the percentages. 28, 24. That's quite high. Maybe this is not enough. Maybe I have to go 0.001 rarity. Because it seems that 24. I mean, the difference between 0.1 and 001 is pretty much the same. Yeah, it's a bit lower, but not significantly lower. 12, 13, 15, 16, 18, 19, 21, 22, 24, 25, 27, 28, 28, 27, 28. 33. Repair an armor with a value of 50,000 trias or more. Wow. This armor is costing a lot of money. The piece of enchantment armor achievement is bugged. Okay, I can look at that. Yeah, I'm checking how many people are doing the different achievements. I will create a web page anyway. Repairing seems to be possible. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 41. 41 is here. So like this one, no one did. I know because it's later. 41, 42, 43, 44. Yeah, because there are certain elements that I inserted in the middle. As you can see, they are not ordered. I could order them, but they don't make sense because they are not in the right sequence. I mean, I think I really need to add a category to... I really need to add a category also to the table, to the database table. Cooking. Cook a fried honey nut dove. 1. Only one person got this. Cook a fried apple and pie. But anyway, whenever there is a number, it means that it works, right? Or anyway, yeah, in theory, unless it's bugged that it gives you this achievement for something else, but 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 8, 9, 70, 71. These are all in order, likely. 72, 73, 74, 75, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there is a problem here. Wait. 9. Wait. They're all... No, they're all off by 1. No. 74, 75, 76, 77, 8, 9, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. 84 is missing. 184, where was that? 180. Maybe it was at the beginning. Yeah, it's here. 184, 31 people. 85, 85, 86, 87. You know what, Jet? There are only 3 people that did more than 400 quests. Only 3. Only 3 in the whole game. 88. Where is 88? I hope they are in sequence. Well, kind of. 88. 89. 89 is here. 1991, they are here. 1991. 90. 91. 1991. 97. We pretty much have it all. 97. Where is 197? 96. Doesn't exist. That's impossible. 190. What? 197 does not exist and someone has the achievement. It's not possible. 197. I see. Line 118. Mine 10 different ore. 170 people. People are mining a lot in this game. 198. 199. 200. Okay, we did them all. So now they are aligned. So basically, this is, so I could even hide this column now. But this is the number of people. Okay, this is just for me to align with the actual achievement. So basically, the ones that are 0. Let me see the ones that are 0. Create a guild. So it seems that no one created a guild since I did the new achievements, or is bugged. Establish an alliance between 2 guilds with at least 20 members. I think you have to do redacted people quest to break 400. What? It's 3 people. We can give them an award or something. Achieve hero title. Well, these ones may be broken. Okay, this one I don't know in the fact. Even if this guy did it, 3 people did a couple of whispers. All the others not. I don't know. That's a bit weird. 3 people did the seeds of the wildwood. Same this one. Maybe these are not implemented in game. Maybe they are not implemented in terms of quests. Yeah, that's very possible. That is very possible. I would not be concerned about that. Keep 6 pieces of enchanted armor. This is strange. You said it is broken. You said it is broken. Huh? Defeat Xalpalok. No one did it. Defeat Stalk, defeat Blackroot. I think these ones are hidden, by the way. You should know that you should not know that they exist. You should not know. I think they are not listed in the client. They appear only if you do it. Sorry for the spoiler. This is TBD stuff, so it is not implemented. Yeah, and everything else pretty much is working. So yeah, I think the majority are working. I would say the majority are working. I think the quest for the group we don't talk about. I just tested and got a guild creation achievement. Nice. Nice. So you are the only one to have it now. You are the only one. Okay, this was a good analysis. Anyway, I will put it in the web console, so we will have it available all the time. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go. I will think about this, and I will think about this strongly. I think we have to do all of them. I think the better question is how much time it will take me to do all of them. That's a good question, eh? How much time it will take me to do all of this by myself? A month, another month. No, it is more. This depends what it means, because this is just, yeah, this is long. If we want to have all the factions, is an insane amount of, this is 1 year, you know. There is 1 year. There is a month. There is another month. There is hopefully a week. This I don't know. Can be a month, can be a week. I have no idea. This I have no idea. This I have no idea. This can be long, depending on the complexity. It can be 2-3 months. This can be a month. I don't know. This can be long, like 2 months. I don't know. This I don't think is that complex at the end. This 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know, 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know. This one can be long. I don't know, overall everything that is on this board I think can easily take 2 years. Everything, if I do it myself, huh? I think it can be 2 years easily. I think I can compress it in 1 year, but it's tough. I think it will be more 2 years than 1 year. 2 years. I think. I don't know. If some of you help me, I mean, we are going faster. If some of you start to help me, we are going faster, boys. If not, I'm gonna do it myself. Okay, with that said, I will say bye-bye. I will see you tomorrow. We did a bit of planning tonight, so we didn't make a lot of progress. But the good news is that our gobbles are actually building stuff. Oh my god, they're adding more. Ah, they built a big hut. I mean, it's not really big, but it's a different model, you see? They built, this is the small one, and it is the big one. I mean, the normal one. So it's a different model. So they actually built it. They're going a bit crazy though. Ah, they built 2 large ones. This one is yeah, they built 2. So at the moment they have 2 big and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have 5 small, 2 big. They start to be a bit too many though. They start to be a bit too many. Too many people. But yeah, it seems that they are doing something. They are definitely doing something, boys. Look at this. That is too small as a screenshot. Well, I can say that they are building. I can say that they are definitely building. So try to attack them, try to destroy their building. Let's see what happens. I mean, don't fear to break the game, okay? We want to break the game. We want to find bugs. So do whatever you want, right? If you want to break it, try to break it. Okay, with this beautiful view of gobbles. There is the Gobble tribe, by the way, that is active. That other there in the distance, I don't know if you see it, is another tribe that is not scripted, so they cannot do anything. It's the most stupid tribe in the game. Yeah, we can make their walking a bit more, you know, different, so that they go around a bit and then they go to the location. At the moment, they are following a very specific path, right? At the moment, they are following this path, the red, right? These white lines they are following, as you can see, with a bit of fuzziness, but not a lot. So we can improve that. I mean, they may act a bit more normal, but I'm pretty happy to see that they are building stuff. Okay. That's all. I will go. So thank you for watching. I see some people on YouTube, some people on Twitch. It's good to see people in different platforms. See you tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time. If you want to follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. That's nice. And if you want to donate through Patreon or directly here with a tip, that's very appreciated. And yeah, see you. Bye bye. Bye bye.